Hey, how's it going? Not too bad. I'm a little erratic. It's because I'm playing Battlefield and getting blown up again. Yeah, it's supposed to be World War II, but oh. Yeah. Yeah, it takes practice. And a lot of dying. Well, it's one of those games, it's more fun when you're playing with friends, because yeah, it's like, right now I'm just playing with random people, so it's kind of like, meh. It's fun, it's just dumb. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's awesome. Yeah. Yeah. Deuce was one of the first guys I met. That's terrifying to hear Deuce wanted to do a low-level dungeon. Yeah, because normally he only does veterans, so I'm like, holy shit. Yeah. Yeah, I had fun with the D&D game. We did some crazy shit. But I felt bad. Well, my best friend's running his own game, and it's been 7 months since we did our last play together. So it was kind of like, you know, go big, go home, have fun. Keep getting blown up by tanks. Yeah, we picked up exactly where we had left off, and it was fun for me because my character in his game is a changeling, so I can, as long as something's within the similar body size of me, I can turn into it if I've seen it before. And it's let the most beautiful moment happen in our game yesterday. We were fighting like our first big boss with our current characters, and yeah, it nearly one hit killed me. Like, it took me down from like my 20-some hit points down to 1 or 8. So because I'm a changeling and I've seen people with broken necks before, when it had an AoE that would throw you back 10 feet. If you failed to roll, you were knocked to the ground. When I got knocked to the ground, I said I used my action to make it look like I have a broken neck, and I played dead and survived. Because I get advantage on, you know, when I make a roll to deceive someone, I get advantage on those, and I get a huge bonus for it. So I was playing dead, and it was just, oh, it was funny. Like, we had a lot of fun. Like, we went from 2 p.m. to midnight. Yeah, I've minus my one buddy who I've known since college. The rest of them I've known since high school. And two of them I knew since middle school. So it never feels like it's been long, but it's going on 10 years. Oh, I'm finally going to get revenge on a tank. 1 second here. Banzai! This fucking tank has killed me like 100 times, and I just ran up to him, and I threw mines all over him, and he still kills me. Damn it. Oh well, that was fun. Yeah, D&D's awesome. I love it. Yeah, the only thing that sucks is one of our buddies, he's got a lot of medical issues, so that's where we kind of cut him a lot of slack. Like, he's technically died 4 times already, and he's only 23. Just heart failure stuff. It gets bad. But when he plays D&D, he always has the hero power trip with his characters, and it kind of detracts a little. But at the same time, it's like, we get it, so we just give him shit. But we still had a great time. Yeah. Yep. So where's Koala? Like, it's rare to see you got... Oh, snap. Yeah. Don't want to keep you guys from ESO stuff. It's just... I also assume Indigo's going to give me more shit. Not like angry shit. I saw on Discord the other night, she's like, so when you coming back to ESO? I'm like, mid-February, question mark? I know. Yeah. No. Ours is just a way to be an asshole and get away with it. No, Lightbringers have been around. They've just been looking for people to get them. Yeah. And Oh, you'll do fine. Yeah, that's what you guys do all the time. So I mean, it's not a huge difference. Ooh, this looks fun. Yeah. Well, it's one of those for me. It's like I didn't get burned out. It's just I needed to do something different. And again, like you said, you get to the point it's the only game you're playing, and you start to notice it. Yeah. We'll hit this tank if it's the death of me. Yeah. And see, that's what I've been meaning to talk to Amira Dancer. She's in a guild that does like the actual full-on roleplay in Elder Scrolls. Like they set up the houses and like they full-on roleplay instead of focusing on stats. Yeah, like I watched one of their things live because she's always does these really beautiful player homes, and I went in there and just, you know, I was just gonna go check the house out, and I accidentally walked into one of their sessions, and it was just kind of like I sat down, like I made my character sit down and just watch. It was super cool. Be serious. No. Yeah. Well, that's what I've started to just have more fun doing in ESO, is just role-playing stuff. Because it's, I don't know. Like you said, it gets repetitive doing all the quests, because they're different, but they're all the same. Yeah. I think the only character I've ever listened to his dialogue was Cadwell. Yeah, it's just, what killed it for me trying to read the quest dialogue was I usually had the boosters on, and it doesn't pause it when you're having dialogue with the NPCs. It's like, yeah, it keeps ticking down. It's like, man, I really want to hear what you're saying, but at the same time, I'm trying to get the most out of this stupid scroll. Yeah. Well, I normally do it if I plan to run a few dungeons, because I don't really feel like I level up much doing anything else. Yeah, you got ahead of him. Yeah, there you go. But But yeah, don't feel like we excluded you guys from the Jesters on purpose. Because you guys would be total wonderful fits. It's just, we made the trifecta because at the time, Buddha, Matt, and I, we overlapped a little bit, but we were usually on at different times of the week and the day, which made like total sense. And Mara's like, it might be a while before we add another Jester, and we're like, no. We've maxed out. There can only be 3. We need to be the trifecta of Doom. Yep. Yes! Oh man, they had me be a Jester after, or asked me to be the first Jester in a long time. After I was only in the guild for maybe a month. We're more, yeah, we're also less stat focused, I think's part of it. For us, it's, yeah. Yeah, we're, oh god, our Jester Brigade is, I love it. Like, it's made the game so much fun to do. Oh shit, I made too many friends. Yep. Yep. Yeah, me and Buddha have given him a lot of grief. A lot of inappropriate grief, I should add. Which has been priceless in its own right. Like, we'd be playing and God, we always wind up getting on weird subjects. And like, Buddha misheard something and goes, wait, we're doing what together? And I was like, group sex. And she's just like, hey honey, apparently we're like having group sex. You want in? Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that fucking hurt. Ah! Leave me alone! Fuck. Just found this really cool, like, artillery piece. And an enemy tank crushes me. Ooh. Yeah, we're gonna lose. Oh well. Yeah, it's... I do love our guild. It's awesome. It's just... I'd been having a real, like... past couple of months have been uber stressful outside of games, and I was like, yeah. So I started noticing it leak into the game, and I was like, I need to get out of here because I don't want to hurt friendships because I'm just burned out. Yeah. 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 Oh. Okay. That was close. Sorry. I'm fucking... Well, I climb up over a ridge to try to call in an artillery strike, and an enemy jeep just flew up and over my head. You know, I got big TV with surround sound, so it was insane. Like all I hear is and sound like a Jeep flew over my head. Woo! Anyways, okay, where was it? Yeah, it's almost like people talk about like trying to talk about mental health stuff. I feel like it's like the same thing in games. You don't want to tell your guild you're burned out and just want to play but be left alone. But exactly. Yeah. Now, in my case, like this, I love being able to hang out with you guys via the party chat. I'm just playing something else. Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely become a really cool community because I've only been in it since like August. Yeah. And it makes a huge difference when you're able to like having the Discord server so we can communicate outside of the game and all this. It's a community, not a player base, if that makes sense. Nobody ever goes to Guild Chat 1. Yeah. Well, it's like minus the nights where I just really know I shouldn't talk to people. I usually just log in and go to Guild Chat 1 and it's dead. There's like 40 people on, but it's dead. Yeah. Well, I think part of it's people get so deep in the, well, I gotta get this done in this many seconds. They get so deep that us talking would interrupt them, which I can understand. But at the same time, it's like, man. Right. You get to top level and then you're stuck waiting like 8 months, 9 months for the next big patch to come out. Yeah. That's my big thing. It's like a couple of guys in the guild were giving me some, not like serious grief, but they're like, why do you keep making new characters and leveling them to 50 instead of just hitting 8-10? It's like, because I have fun trying out the different play styles. I definitely found that I like tanking. Tanking's definitely my jam. But it's not that hard. Just be prepared that if you ask Deuce how to do something, you will get a manual of how to do it, because that is all he loves to do. He loves tanking, which ain't nothing wrong with that. But well, it's like one night I felt bad. I was just having a shitty night. And we were running a dungeon, and I said I'd help them all out, get something. I didn't realize they meant do a veteran version of that dungeon. And we kept dying. And I was just kind of like burned out, and like, just like, they could hear me over the mic going, Deuce messaged Indigo going, hey, did I say something wrong to Sovereign? And Indigo told me. I quickly jumped. I was like, no, man, it was not you. It was a long day, and yeah. Well, I was just telling him, like, look, it was just a long day, and I had stuff going on. It wasn't you guys at all. I was just tired. But it was just like he's a good guy, but he even was like, man, I thought I was like pissing you off because I was giving you all these like things that, like suggestions of what you should do and change your character. And I know what people get. I was like, no, I take your suggestions to heart. It's just, yeah, and I wasn't that. I was I should have probably not been on the mic. I did not know that. I have never heard that happened. Wow. Man, I've been out of the loop. No. Oh, yeah. 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 That's why I always make the joke, okay, Mom.
Help me, someone! You gotta help me!
I might make an earlier return to ESO than February. It's just one of those. I was like, if I give them a long date, if I show up early, everyone will be like, hey! If I show up later, everyone will forget. What? Well, I didn't mean like forget me. I just meant forget that I said mid-February. They'll forget that I gave a date eventually. Maybe. Oh yeah, they harass me all the time. I don't believe I have. I feel like there's a story now. Yeah. What the hell are you saying?
That's more first aid!
Oh, what was that? Yeah. Oh, that was too close. Get in the house. Oh, why did I pick a medic?
Gotcha, chum!
Sorry. I'm running around. I'm the one medic, and I'm looking around, and everyone I was running with was dead at the same time, and I'm surrounded. It's like, fuck. I can't say I love this game, because I'm a history buff, and I can tell you everything that's historically wrong with it. Oh, fuck. I want it. Yeah. I can respect the game, though, because it took a creative license. It wasn't trying to be like, we're the definitive version of what it's supposed to be. Yeah. Which I could fully respect. It's just, it lost my interest a little. But Yeah. Oh, this game, like, oh man, I do German reenacting. This has been established. The German helmets in this game, drive me nuts because they're not German helmets. Like they're well, they look like, but they're Hungarian helmets. So they have these rivet pins that hold the liner in that you can see from the outside. They're in the wrong place to be German and the right place to be Hungarian. And then they have a little loop on the back to put a leather strap to hook it to your belt, which was a... Yeah, well, that's what me and my reenacting buddies who play were really sure, like, how the fuck did they fuck that up? Like, you have to go out. Nobody knows what a Hungarian helmet looks like. Like, how the fuck did you, like, how? And like, there have been so many World War II games since like 2001 that have the correct helmets, and it's like how? Like, it's almost impressive.
I'll patch you.
Yeah, probably. But it's just, it made us laugh. But it's like little stuff like that I notice instantly. Okay, cool. There you go. Hey, you don't know what you're looking for? That's a terrible thing to have happen to you. Oh, I understand. It usually reminds people about it a wee bit. I used to have, when I could drink milk and eat cereal, I had them all the time. I guess I am. Like, I used to, I can't stand it. Oh. I don't like the taste. Like, I know the taste I'm missing, but at the same time, like, it's one of those, I can drink milk, but it has to be between certain times and to a certain amount. Like, if I have it, I don't know, can't say I've tried. Right. Yeah, that's true. Oh, that's not cool. Damn it. I had this really cool machine gun nest, and I was starting to stop the enemy team from advancing, and then a tank made me go airborne. Oh. I can fucking sympathize. I'm 25 and I already got arthritis terribly in every joint. Like, it fucking sucks. Yeah, Buddha's a funny guy. Yeah. Oh my god. Fucking Saturday night, I went to my local... Oh. Most... One second. Fuck you, asshole! Okay. I got sniped by a dude, and then I spawned in, and he didn't notice I was there, and I got him. No, most of my friends are military, so unless someone's like seriously like touching up on me, I play along with that stuff without missing a heartbeat. It doesn't bug me. Yeah. Well, it's you to laugh Saturday. So I went down to my local bar. Two of my friends they work at, because one of the other regulars, his dad passed away. So we were all going to go there, you know, be a support group. Well, by the time we got there, he had already been driven home because he had way too much drink. Well, one of my other buddies shows up because his friend was like, "Hey, we should go to the bar together, you know, and just get some drinks." Didn't tell him it was singles night. And he just likes her as a friend. He's like, "I got my kids, I got work, I don't got time to, like time or interest to want to do anything more than that." So he walks up to me and goes, "I'm going to buy you a drink." And I'm like, "Okay." And then he like kisses the side of my cheeks and takes a selfie of it. I was like, "You have just signed your death warrant because I'm going to take this to the extreme." So like 10 minutes later, he forgot about it after I had my drink. I'll go behind, put my arms around him and go, "Hey, honey, are you going to come back to the counter? Like it's lonely without you." Well, she figured it out quick, but the rest of the singles group there kept hitting on him and stuff, and he's like, "This is just not, no." And then they look at me like, "Are you single too?" I was like, "Oh no, Jim, how long have we been together? Has it been like, what, 8 months now?" And he mumbled to me later in the night, he goes, "Why the fuck did I ask the one guy in this bar who would play this out? God, why did I forget you do that shit?" Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of that happens. Yeah, no, it was funny. Well, luckily the one I go to, it's not a hole in the wall bar, but it's not well, yeah, me too. It's just not the trendy bar. Like only the locals go to it. And the only time you stay away from it's on holidays. Like St. Patrick's Day and stuff, because that's where all the assholes will go after they've been kicked out of every other bar in the county. But on a normal night, the best people ever are there. Like, for instance, the guy whose dad passed away. People stopped, paid their tab, drove him home, and then came back. Just to make sure he got home safe. And half the time you leave, they're like, "Hey, you better text 3 of us to let us know you made it home, or we're going to beat the shit out of you next time we see you down here." Kind of like people take the time to, try to look out for each other. It's fucking awesome. Yo, back when I was with my ex, I had people hitting on my ex when I was with her all the fucking time. And at least it was priceless when it fucking happened. Because it was normally when I just came home from a reenactment and I was still in my uniform. So it had its moments, but yeah, it's just part of our culture these days that I fucking hate. It's like nobody's got class anymore. Like, I got raised, if you're hitting on a gal and it turns out she's not single, be like, tell him he's a lucky guy. But doesn't matter how many fights he's been in, how many fights has he won? That's the question you gotta ask yourself. Koala just seems too friendly. But then again, that's most Australians, and Australians are historically known to be badass motherfuckers when they're angry. So that was the other fun story I had from my bar trip this past Saturday. So I went out, had a bunch of my American reenactment stuff I started to put together on, because I'm trying to break it in, make it look worn. Not German, but I show up, the jukebox was empty, so I put a shit ton of World War II era swing music on, like Glenn Miller and, you know, well, a bunch of people who are like in their 50s or something eventually go, who the fuck keeps playing this shit? And I turn around looking like a GI going, fuck you, asshole. And then they started mumbling about, because I'm 6'5", and I'm a bigger guy, so it's not trying to be intimidating, but I can definitely pull it off if I need to. Well, later on, they've been mumbling for a few hours about it, and the owner was there, and she goes, hey, thanks so much for putting the swing music on. I always fucking love it when you do that. And that shut them up really quick when the owner's like, this is awesome. Oh, if anyone doesn't like it, you got money, feel free to put your own money on the box. Yeah. Yeah. I hate when, well, that one, they don't even have the radio hooked up to it. So if it goes quiet, it goes quiet. So, yeah, I always put $10 on when that happens and just play some swing music, maybe some rock and some metal, but usually it's swing. Because most of the people that go there are, you know, 60s or 70s. Which is funny. I'm like, it's relaxing. Yeah. Yeah.
Over there. That's an enemy armored car.
Well, it's like, I grew up, like, the only rap I can ever say I listened to and enjoyed was, I don't even know if it's technically rap, it was Will Smith. I had some of his stuff. Yeah. Yeah. People are like, that's music. I'm like, that's not fucking music. Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, they're not even saying real fucking words. That or they're auto-tuned. It's like... Yeah, it's like, here, you got all these famous rappers now that have zero talent if they didn't have auto-tune. I don't like him as a person, but I can at least acknowledge he has a talent. It's just not for me. Right. Well, have you ever watched on YouTube and heard of Postmodern Jukebox? They're a bunch of YouTubers who turn modern songs in like 1920s to 60s music. Yeah, kind of like that. There have been a few times I think they've done one of his songs, and I'm like, yeah, this sounds really good. And I saw who it was by. I was like, I feel dirty, but okay.
Someone, medic, I'm dying.
Yeah, I'm pretty much, I like most music, unless, I don't know, it's got to have a point to it. If it's like, there's certain country songs, I just fucking hate them because it's the same thing except it's country. Look at my girl, look at my pickup truck, look at my this, or it's like, okay, that's not music, that's just, that's horse shit. I don't know, I like music that's got a story to it, or a message. I was so happy when you guys knew Armin. I had not ever met anybody who knew Armin before. And I'm like... Yeah. Oh, the first song I heard by him was, what? I feel bad that I'm forgetting the name, but it's also from getting bullets flying over my head. You know those moments where like you have the lyrics in your mind, but it just there's like a loss in connection? Yeah, it was Going Wrong. That was the first song I heard, and I heard that after a really bad breakup. And yeah, he's got a lot of good ones too. Like. Yeah. Yeah. Did you ever watch his, no shit. Drugs, whatever. It's on you. I ain't judging you.
Blood everywhere! Fucking help me!
See, for me... Oh. Well, everyone needs to have something like that, though. For me, it's my reenactments. I go to a reenactment, and you see a guy getting cold, and all of a sudden, like, 12 people pitching blankets and fucking heaters, and you know, make sure everyone's okay, and it's like, man, I wish more people were like this. Yeah. Can I make it? Or am I going to get... We like to get fucking trashed after wearing wool uniforms in the heat all day. One of my... Yeah. See, for me, drinking, it doesn't affect my mood. Well, for me, if I'm not feeling, like, let's say I drink when I'm feeling depressed, I just get tired and go find a place and sleep.
Ammunition!
I found out the one night when I was in a bed, the last night I played ESO, aside from when we did our dungeon run, apparently I had a dark moment because I pulled my mic and was just trying to, like, deep breath, relax, and I heard Buddha and Mad go, man, I'm worried about Sovereign. He's, like, extremely dark tonight. Like, the whole blow my brains out jokes are like, holy fuck. And I'm like, oh. Ooh. I was kidding. But they thought I was dead. Oh, I've dealt with suicidal thoughts my entire life. I can't do it, though. I mean, growing up, I tried at least 6 times. But nowadays, I got people that depend on me to make it through, and I can't do anything stupid because I gotta make sure they're okay. It's probably a terrible system, but it works. Yeah, I can sympathize. Jesus! Oh, sorry. Oh, I was so... Oh. I just had a plane blow up in my face. Because he's tried to suicide bomb me, and I'm staring at the spinning propeller. Oh, God, that's so terrifying with surround sound. And all of a sudden, you're... Like, I got a 55-inch, TV, and all of a sudden, I just see a fucking plane encompassing my room coming right for me. Oh, God, that was scary. But no, I used to cut, not like your stereotypical ones you always hear about, but yeah, I know the feeling. Bleeding got rid of stuff from you. Yeah, it does. Oh my God, digital high five. Yeah. Oh, I plan to get my entire arms covered. I just haven't had the money in a while. Yes. No, I got 2 tattoos right now, and they're both facing me on my forearms on the inside. One's I got my German bayonet going through a rose the entire length of my forearm. On the other, I got a... Yeah. It's like, I like to call it my multi-purpose tattoo. I got it for a lot of reasons at the same time. Because I got it 3 months after I separated with my fiance, which was... Well, I had literally proposed to my gal 6 months prior, and then she left me after already having another guy. And I'm like, are you fucking... Why would you say yes then if you... I don't know, it fucked me up really, really bad. Oh, yeah. I'm married to my hobby now. But the reason it was a multi-purpose tattoo is her middle name was Rose, and that's what I always called her. So everyone laughed. They're like, you would get a German bayonet going through a rose. I was like, hey, that's one of the meanings for it. The other is World War II is my passion. So I literally, the guy asked if I could bring my bayonet into the tattoo studio so he could copy every little, like, flaw on it into the ink. So it's oh crikey. I was just talking about him the other day to my buddy. I was like, you won't believe it, I met an actual Aussie who says crikey and names it. There we go. Everybody wins.
Enemy scout, Sergeant!
There you go. Yeah, yeah, the other tattoo I got the skull and crossbones with a straw hat on from a TV show I loved as a kid and as an adult. And the whole point of the show was there was a bunch of pirates trying to, fulfill their dreams and be free. So I got that as my first ink. The tattoo artist was like, why the hell do you want them upside down? It's like, because I work with my hands. I want to see them. They're for me. I don't care what people think if they look upside down to them. They're not the ones that live with them every day. Oh, it's my favorite Aussie. Where's my favorite Aussie? Oh yeah, make him play the game. Don't say. That's fucked up. I'm doing great. We're just talking about how terrible you were. Sorry. Jeez! What is with fucking planes and crashing in front of me? My God. Oh.
Use this ammunition.
Yep. Okay, tell him the party's open so he can just jump in.